Hello everyone, welcome to Indian Accent, a football social where we break down all the important footballing matches and events that have happened over the last week. Champions League round of 16 is just around the corner with many heavyweight teams pitted against each other. It's a very interesting and exciting tournament just because it's different than any other league that is being played all over the world. It's not a league, it's a knockout tournament. So we have got two legs for each team, and if on aggregate one team loses, then they are out of the tournament. And another joke that we used to crack, I'm sure Sandy must be knowing this too, that we used to crack with people who are not in UCL, with teams that are not in UCL, just like Arsenal this year around. Just because Europa League is played on Thursday nights and UCL is played on at Tuesday and Wednesday nights. So this was a continuing joke among every one of our friends, I guess, that you guys are playing Thursday night football and we guys are playing Tuesday night, and that means UCL. And since UCL is more famous and obviously the cup is the most important and the most prestigious cup that played each year. So teams that are in UCL, they are respected more generally than teams who are not in UCL, who are in UEL or any other. This year, this round of 16, this time, we have very, very important matches like PSG versus Real Madrid. You must have already seen the thumbnail. PSG versus Real Madrid, a very, very exciting match. The atmosphere, I'm going to come to Sandy now because PSG, and the only name we think about when we think about PSG is right now is Messi. When it's PSG pitted against Real Madrid, so it's obviously Messi against Real Madrid. So I'm going to come back to just ask you this simple question at first before we move on to all the stats and all the predictions and more. How do you think the atmosphere is going to be since it's Messi's return against Real Madrid in UCL? It's a very important event that usually happened while he was in La Liga, but right now it's not possible. So what do you think about it?
So yeah, coming to your question, the atmosphere in PSG and Real Madrid is it's huge, right? The stage is all set for this match. Actually, it was about to happen Messi versus Ronaldo. If you remember the UCL draw, that got void, and then what happened is PSG drew against Real Madrid. So two things to look out for. That is, one is Messi is playing against their favorite opponents, is what I like to call them, because he has like decimated Real Madrid. If you remember 2011 semi-final, he just out past two and he just thrashed Real Madrid out of the game, out of the league. And he has 26 goals against them as well as 16 assists. So it's his favorite opponent. And one more thing to look out for is Mbappe. Mbappe is, I think, now a Real Madrid player. We can safely call him that. I wish I would have seen Ramos playing against Real Madrid, but sadly he's injured till mid-Feb. So let's see how the game is played.
If we see the head-to-head record now against PSG versus Real Madrid, PSG has won two. They have two draws, and Real Madrid has won five times. And also, a recent stat that Real Madrid is having is that they haven't lost their past six games in La Liga, and also won four of their away games. It's Carlo Ancelotti versus Pochettino. Now, Pochettino in PSG hasn't done quite a good job, if I might say. Ancelotti has done a good job at Real Madrid this season. We are yet to see what will happen during the summer because Pochettino is interested in the United job, and obviously United is also interested in Pochettino. So we'll see what that happens. Sandy, I'm going to get back to you on this. What's your prediction for this match? Also, the second leg, and who do you think will go through into the round of eight?
So I will be rooting for, as you might have guessed, I will be rooting for PSG. And I am predicting a 2-1 score for PSG in first leg. And in second leg, I am predicting a 2-0 for PSG. And so the aggregate becomes 4-1 and Real Madrid will get thrashed, I think. And that's what I want actually. So one player to look out for is Vinicius Junior. He is the upcoming talent. He is the one who is creating sort of problems for the defenders. I'm going to come back to you and say, what do you think? What will be the result? And what do you want actually?
But I think with a let's say a 4-2 on aggregate or a 3-2 on aggregate.
So coming to the second match, that is very interesting match. That is Sporting CP versus Manchester City. I think there is no point of discussion or no comparison between them. Like who will go through. It's just a matter of fact that how much City can score and how long they can keep the clean sheet record intact. Okay, so no point in seeing the head-to-head and everything. Though I think Sporting CP has an head-to-head edge over Manchester City. They have won two. The two times they faced the PL champions, current PL champions, and once only Manchester City managed to defeat Sporting CP. But the record we are talking about is like a decade ago, literally a decade ago, they faced each other. So no point in comparing them. I'll just have a quick prediction and go with City 5-0 in the first half, first leg, and 5-0 on first leg and 3-0 to second leg. So the aggregate stands 8-0 for me. So I'm going to come back to you and ask you, how do you like City as a team right now, and what is your prediction?
I think City in UCL, they have faltered many times. City is capable of giving 8 goals, no question. But at the same time, I think Sporting CP will maybe come back with 1 or 2 for them because they're playing at in their home, and even if they are not a very good team, but since they are in UCL, so we should be a little respectful to them. And I will go with maybe 6-2 on aggregate. It's just a wild throw. So our next match is another very exciting match, another stalwarts meeting in UCL. It's Inter versus Liverpool. Before we move on to this, anyone who is watching, if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel. Subscription goes a long way. We are a new channel trying to provide interesting content in YouTube. Also, if anyone is interested here to know about the Qatar World Cup, if anyone wants to go to the Qatar World Cup, we are developing a series on YouTube, a playlist that's gonna break down all the important facts, figures, and all the important things that you need to know to go and watch a Qatar World Cup match live. If you want to know about that, we'll leave the link in the description, also on the I button above. That being said, let's move on with this Inter versus Liverpool. So they haven't met in UCL before, I think, and they don't have any head-to-head comparisons that we can look at. Looking at Liverpool's form right now, we can quite surely say that even if this match won't be a high-scoring match like City versus Sporting, at the same time we can expect to Liverpool to win on aggregate. So, what's your prediction, Sandy? And who do you think will make the most headlines in the whole of Liverpool and Inter?
I think Liverpool might have an edge over Inter. Inter doesn't have big names in them right now, like Lukaku, past season Lukaku, and uh, what all was there? Perisic and someone was there. They are still there, but Lukaku is not. So yeah, Alexis Sanchez is one of the guy who is still there. So I'm gonna go Liverpool is gonna go through, but the aggregate will be quite tight, and I'll predict 3-5, 3-5 to Liverpool in aggregate.
I will predict maybe a 4-2 to Liverpool. So I'm just the GD is same, just decreasing 1 goal from each. Because Liverpool defense, I know that it will be very difficult for Inter to score 3 in both the legs. And since this is Inter versus Liverpool, and the second match is going to be played at Anfield, the atmosphere at Anfield, Liverpool fans, it's brilliant. It's brilliant on a UCL night.
So coming to the next match, that is Salzburg versus Bayern. So I'm not gonna dive deep into this comparison. There is no comparison. Basically, we know Bayern. We know what they did to Barcelona. We know what they can do on their days. They have Lewandowski, the current best player in the world. Muller, Sane, Gnabry, and everyone. Kimmich, everyone is on red hot form. So I'll just have a quick prediction and go for let's say 6-0 to Bayern. Let's say 6-2 to Bayern. I think Salzburg might score 2 because Bayern is a bit leaky in their defense, and
throw a very wild prediction, maybe a 10-0 or a 10-1. Let's say a 10-1 to Bayern Salzburg for Bayern to go through, obviously. Because I have seen historically Bayern scores many goals in the UCL games. So our next match is Chelsea versus Lille. The form that Chelsea is in currently is they are unbeaten in 15 home games, and this is also a home game. Chelsea hasn't been scoring that many goals this season. This was a problem maybe a month back for Chelsea when they weren't winning so many games, and also losing many points, losing many winning positions in the PL. So I don't think this will be a very high scoring match for Chelsea. Though Chelsea will go through, obviously they will go through after the second leg. But I will predict again a tight, maybe a 4-2 or a 4-1 to Chelsea. What do you think the score is going to be?
Yeah, I pretty much think similar to you because Tuchel has already played in League One and they know how these teams behave, and he knows like what to do in what situation. So he's currently playing in like what FIFA World Cup, and I hope they win. So I will be going for a 5-1 over total aggregate to Chelsea, obviously. So moving to the next match, Villarreal versus Juventus, is match 6 for the UCL games, and I see this match to be a very very tight match, and I will have a bold prediction here, and I will predict a upset for Juventus because the players they have are really in form. We have seen in La Liga. They have Alcázar, they have all the Spanish four team members are there, and so I'll be predicting a 2-3 to Villarreal over the aggregate. The first leg will be, I think it will be for Villarreal 1-0, and in the second leg, I think there will be a comeback from Juventus, but I think they will surpass Juventus, and I will go for a 2-3 to Villarreal.
According to me, Villarreal has the capability, as you said, that has the capability to beat Juventus and go through. And since Juventus doesn't have CR7 this year, so I at the same time I also think that it may be that Villarreal goes through. And for Juventus, Vlahovic just arrived, so we can't expect too much from him. But again, a very tight game over 2 legs, because Villarreal is one team since United, me being a United fan, we played against Villarreal in just the last stage. They are a very tight team. They don't concede many goals. It's very, very difficult to score against them. Their defensive shape is brilliant at times when other teams are attacking them. So it will be again very difficult for Juventus to score. So another tight prediction. I'm gonna go with the same prediction that you gave. It's 3-2 to Villarreal, with Villarreal to go through. So our next match is Benfica versus Ajax. As we all know, Ajax has been absolutely brilliant in UCL. I think they have won all the matches they have played in the group stage, and obviously they are right now they are favorites to go through round of 8-2. One more interesting thing here about Ajax is obviously the person in question right now, that's Erik ten Hag. We are going to see what happens in the summer, because he has many suitors all around the world, because he has done so well in Ajax, in his time at Ajax. So I will get back to Sandy and ask, because I don't think this is a game much to talk about. I will just ask your prediction.
So coming to the team Ajax, right? They have their weapon in hand, that is Sebastian Haller. Okay, so he has been West Ham reject. So he is the top scorer of the UCL right now. And if we look at Ajax scores, it's a joke, right? The past 5 matches records, they have a match which they won 9-0, 9-0, 5-0, 6-0. So they're in a mood to decimate the team. So a quick predict, because Benfica is also the top quality team from the Portuguese league. So I'll go with 4-2 Ajax as a cumulative aggregate score. So what do you think? What will happen?
Maybe a 4-3, because we have also played Benfica in the group stage, United, and the match was pretty tough. Benfica is again a very good side, and they are hard to score against. So I think Ajax will go through, but it will be a tight match, and let's call it a 4-3 maybe. We'll see what happens.
Now coming to the most anticipated second game, I think the second most anticipated game of the UCL, that is Atletico Madrid versus Manchester United. Firstly, the thing is, United is unbeaten 7 games right now, and at this moment, Atletico Madrid haven't kept a clean sheet since past 5 games. And judging on the basis of their games against Barca, what happened is Barca just showed them, like they just killed the game right away. In first half only, they killed the game, like 3-1 was the score. And Xavi got the tactics right to kill Simeone. And he finally, like Simeone was not having good tactics right now. And everyone is saying that Simeone will be sacked soon. So I'm not sure about that. And you guys have Ronaldo, who's like the most dangerous against this Atletico Madrid team. We have seen him with the Juventus. We have seen him with Real Madrid. He has killed the game. Like he goes gun ho when he sees Atletico Madrid. What do you think? First, what do you think? Like how the game will be played? Since I think it's Atletico's home first. So what do you think? What will happen there?
We know historically that Atletico Madrid is a very defensive-minded team. So I think it's gonna be again a very difficult game to score, because lately and after Southampton's result for United, that's again a 1-1 draw. We have been creating many chances, but conversion rate is very, very bad. So I don't expect a win at Atletico Madrid's home in the first match. At the same time, I think that just because I am a United fan, I can't ever predict that they will go out of the round of 16. Maybe I want to get a view from you. How are you going to predict this game? But the form that United is currently in, and also considering the form that Atletico Madrid is currently in, and Atletico being a very defensive team, I think maybe we'll just scrape by with a 2-1 on aggregate, my prediction. And since Ronaldo is here, that's why also this prediction. Because I don't think without Ronaldo I could have gave this prediction at this point of time with Greenwood missing from the team. What do you think?
So just sort of mentioning the Manchester United and Southampton game. We just finished the game, and the observation I had was uh, Ronaldo in other teams like Juventus or Real Madrid, he was the target man. But here in Manchester United, I see that Ronaldo is not getting the passes that he wants. He's not. He's just asking for the ball sometime, but the players are not giving. The players like Sancho, Rashford, they are like taking shots by themselves. And I'll go with 3-1 probably. 3-1 for Manchester United. And Atletico will crash out because Atletico is not in the form that we used to know.
That was it for today. We have got some good predictions here, so we'll see in this upcoming week, in this 2 weeks next, what happens. Anybody who has watched this video, please consider liking if you have liked our content. Also, check out our other videos. If you find them useful, we'll leave all the links in the description. So, till next time, stay awesome, enjoy football, and bye.